Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good evening. Salam satu Malaysia. Yang berhormat Tengku Dato' Adnan, Tengku Mansor, Menteri Wilayah Persekutuan, Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Lim Kim Hong, Executive Chairman of I Berhad, Dr. Yu Hong Chu, Deputy Chairman, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to be here today for the launch of 8 Peng at KLCC, and I would like to congratulate I Berhad for undertaking this King of the Hill high-rise tower at Changkat Peng. This 1 billion ringgit development is sure to be an elegant and distinctive addition to the KLCC area at the heart of our capital. For 8 Peng is an example of what we need to make our national city even more iconic, even more livable, and even more global than it already is. The development of the greater Kuala Lumpur area, as was mentioned, is one of the 12 national key economic areas under our economic transformation program. The overall aim is to transform the capital and commercial hub of the country into a world-class metropolis that will boost the very standards in every area, from business infrastructure to livability. This is in line with our ambition for Malaysia to achieve high income status. It was against this backdrop that the government initiated a number of entry point projects, such as setting up of Invest Kuala Lumpur to attract global companies, the development of mass rapid transport system, and the construction of truly remarkable and outstanding new buildings and spaces. In addition to these entry point projects, the government has also initiated a number of public-private partnership, or PPP, projects with the aim of improving basic infrastructure both within Greater Kuala Lumpur and nationwide. These PPPs include the development of Malaysia Rubber Board land in Sungai Buloh, Bandar Malaysia at Sungai Besi Airport area, and Tun Razak Exchange in the heart of Kuala Lumpur. For the government believes that there is a very significant and important role for the private sector to play in Malaysia's development. The government will always be a provider to our people, but we should also work to be a facilitator and an enabler to the private sector, because we believe the private sector should and must be the engine of growth. Private businesses can be a catalyst in making Kuala Lumpur an even more attractive place for people from around the world to live in, with excellent accommodation, education, infrastructure, and medical care. We are already on the way, as recognized by the international group Knight Frank, which included Kuala Lumpur on its 5 global cities to watch list at the end of 2015. They said, and I quote, "There will be renewed interest in the city to live and work in, and also as a destination for entertainment and tourism." The Mercer Quality of Living rankings last year listed Kuala Lumpur second of all cities in the whole of Southeast Asia. And a Euromonitor report, also from 2015, ranked Kuala Lumpur 9th out of 100 leading cities globally in terms of international tourist arrivals. Ladies and gentlemen, the development of I Berhad, of iCity in Shah Alam, and the King of the Hill Tower in Changkat Peng are excellent examples of how the private sector can contribute to our goals of making Greater Kuala Lumpur and Klang Valley truly outstanding, of increasing tourist arrivals, and of stimulating the Malaysian property market by creating even greater awareness of the Malaysia My Second Home program. I understand from I Berhad that the master plan of iCity was driven by and large, or to some extent, by the Ministry of Tourism plan to attract 36 million visitors to the country by 2020 as well as our plans for Greater Kuala Lumpur area. Tan Sri Lim has told me that ICT has benefited from government initiatives such as an MSc Cyber Center program and LRT3. And these projects have brought in global investors. Just last month, ICT had a groundbreaking ceremony for the new shopping mall, which is a joint venture between Central Patana of Thailand and Berhad, and will be the largest shopping mall in Shah Alam. Congratulations again. Ladies and gentlemen, all this serves to underline the reality, not the perception, but the reality of what is happening in Malaysia. And that is, despite our global difficult circumstances, our, and to quote, economy continues to perform well, end of quote. This is to quote IMF's most recent report on our country, released just over a month ago. Let me quote some more. They commended our prudent monetary policy, end of quote, and they said that financial conditions are expected to remain supportive of growth, end of quote. This is borne out by the facts. Our trade performance in 2015 exceeded forecasts, and the rating agency Fitch recently reaffirmed our A rating and stable outlook. The truth is that our fundamentals are strong, but our government will continue to take all steps necessary to strengthen the resilience of our economy and to keep the country on an inclusive and sustainable path. Much has been achieved in the last few years. Our gross national income grew by 47.7% between 2009 and 2014. 1.8 million jobs have been created since 2010, and private investment has more than tripled. We, in common with many, if not most, economists face challenging times ahead. But we should not forget how far we have come, and I have every confidence that with new development like these, Kuala Lumpur and Malaysia will continue to thrive. Kuala Lumpur is fast becoming a true global city. Some of the key infrastructure projects being built at the moment to support this include the LRT, MRT, and the River of Life. In fact, several days ago, Khazanah National was sharing the ideas for a comprehensive and one-of-kind green lung in Kuala Lumpur, and I will be unveiling this plan soon. These are rather exciting times for Kuala Lumpur and Malaysia, despite the strong economic headwinds. And I'm confident that Kuala Lumpur will continue to attract global investors, businesses, and visitors. And we will continue on our trajectory towards being a developed nation by 2020. Tan Sri Lim, Datuk Yu, I wish you every success with 8 Kia Peng at KLCC, and I thank you for inviting me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as the King of the Hill, 8 Kia Peng, is officially launched and most certainly open for sale. Very big congratulations to Master Developers Ibrahad, Tan Sri Lim Kim Hong, and the entire Ibrahad team on this successful launch. Capturing the best angles of our guests and the building. You can be sure our press is doing their job. again a hearty congratulations to Master Developers Iberhad, Tantri Lim Kim Hong and the entire Iberhad team upon a successful launch. On behalf of Iberhad, thank you very much, Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Sri Muhammad Najib Tun Abdul Razak, for graciously launching the King of the Hill 8 campaign on this eventful day. Announcing the departure of our Honourable Prime Minister, Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Sri Muhammad Najib Tun Abdul Razak.